Welcome back to the channel Liberty Old Coin and USA4 Coins History and Story, where curiosity turns into discovery and everyday objects become powerful stories. Let's get started. This script is about one single coin, not many, but one powerful example that represents an entire era. The USA 1966 5-cent Liberty coin stands alone in this story as a symbol of American history and collector passion. The 1966 5-cent Liberty coin was created during a time of major change in the United States. The country was moving forward socially, economically, and politically, and the U.S. Mint continued producing coins that reflected stability, trust, and national identity during uncertain times. This coin belongs to the JeffersonNickel series, which carries the word Liberty proudly on its design. By 1966, the Mint was focused on producing coins that could serve a growing population while maintaining strong artistic and patriotic elements. One reason this 1966 issue stands out is its place in a special minting period. During the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint removed mint marks to discourage hoarding, making coins from these years historically unique and deeply interesting to collectors today. The metal composition of the 1966 5-cent Liberty coin also adds to its appeal. Made from a durable copper-nickel alloy, it was designed to last, and many examples survived in remarkable condition, which fuels excitement in the collector market. What truly drives value is demand, and this coin has it. Collectors actively search for high-grade examples, sharply struck details, and coins with strong original surfaces, all of which can push prices to impressive levels. This is where the story becomes exciting. Exceptional examples of the 1966 5-cent Liberty coin have reached prices as high as $8,000 when condition, eye appeal, and grading align perfectly. That number alone shows why people take this coin seriously. Even beyond top condition examples, the reputation of this coin keeps it in demand. Its historical timing, classic American design, and connection to a transformative decade make it highly desirable. Many collectors believe this coin represents more than currency. It reflects a moment in U.S. history when everyday money still carried deep symbolism and careful craftsmanship. Because this is a single coin story, the focus remains sharp. One coin, 1 year, one opportunity that continues to capture attention across auctions, private sales, and collector showcases. As more people enter the hobby and rediscover mid-century American coins, interest in pieces like the 1966 5-cent Liberty coin continues to grow. Increased attention often leads to stronger competition and higher selling prices. The beauty of this coin is that it invites curiosity. People want to learn where it came from, why it looks the way it does, and how something so small can command such strong value today. Collectors are not just buying metal. They are buying history, survival, and the story of a nation expressed through design and detail. This coin also motivates new collectors. Knowing that a single 5-cent coin can reach values of $8,000 inspires people to look closer at what they already own. The excitement around the 1966 5-cent Liberty coin proves that value is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it waits patiently for the right moment and the right eyes to recognize it. If you ever come across this coin, remember that you are holding a piece of American legacy. Its journey from minting presses to collector showcases is what gives it such powerful appeal. This is why the USA 1966 5-cent Liberty coin continues to shine in the collector world. One coin, 1 year, and a story that keeps growing in value, interest, and inspiration. Next coin, the coin you hold, the 1981 P Jefferson nickel, is a fascinating piece of modern American numismatics with a story waiting to be fully appreciated. While some may overlook this common date, A deeper examination reveals a coin with genuine potential for future value growth and collector importance. Its story begins not in 1981, but decades earlier, with the iconic Jefferson design by Felix Schlag first appearing in 1938. The 1981 issue represents a late-stage example of the beloved traditional portrait, before the modern redesigns that would follow. This specific coin, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mint mark, is part of a crucial transitional period in U.S. minting history. The early 1980s were a time of economic change and technological experimentation at the Mint, setting the stage for the future of coinage. Coins from this era are the last of their kind, bridging the classic and modern eras of American money, a fact that inherently adds to their historical weight and narrative appeal for collectors. The true excitement for the 1981 P-nickel lies in the pursuit of pristine, flawless condition. In its typical circulated state, where details are worn, its monetary value is indeed modest, aligning with its face value. However, the landscape transforms dramatically when you encounter a specimen in perfect, untouched mint state. The pursuit of such condition is what drives the rare coin market, and this coin is no exception to that fundamental rule. Numismatic value is forever tied to rarity and preservation. While millions of 1981 P-nickels were struck, the number that survived without a single bag mark, scratch, or hint of wear is astonishingly small. Coins that were carefully preserved, perhaps in original mint rolls or sets, and later submitted for professional grading, represent the elite tier of survivors. These are the coins that command attention and escalating prices on the market. Professional grading by services like PCGS or NGC is an absolute essential step in unlocking this coin's maximum potential. A grade of MS66, while nice, is relatively common. The financial narrative changes at the pinnacle of preservation. The highest population grades for this issue, such as MS67 and especially MS68, are remarkably scarce. At these levels, the coin is no longer just a 5-cent piece. It is a showcase of minting artistry and survival. The current market value for a standard uncirculated 1981 P-nickel is a few dollars, a nice premium over face value. But for the superbly graded examples, the figures become compelling. A gem MS67 can command prices in the range of $20 to $30. The real market excitement, however, begins with the rare MS68 specimens. In recent years, coins at this grade have consistently sold for auction prices ranging from $150 to over $200. Looking to the future, the maximum value potential for this coin is directly tied to its highest possible grade. Should a coin be discovered and confirmed in a legendary MS69 condition, a grade of near perfection, the valuation would enter entirely new territory. In today's market, such a theoretical coin could easily demand a price of $500 or more, representing a 10,000-fold increase over its face value. This demonstrates the explosive potential of condition rarity. The historical journey of this coin adds another layer to its appeal. The 1981 coinage was circulating during a period of American resurgence and technological shift. Holding this coin is holding a tangible piece of that early digital era, a silent witness to history that passed through the hands of millions. This connective tissue to a specific past is a powerful driver of collector sentiment and long-term value. Building a collection focused on high-grade Jefferson nickels from the 1970s and 1980s has become a recognized and popular strategy. As more collectors compete for the finest known examples, the demand for these condition census coins steadily increases. The 1981 P is a key date within this modern series, ensuring its place in a growing and dynamic segment of the hobby. Investing in numismatics is always a long-term endeavor, and the 1981 P-nickel fits this philosophy perfectly. As time progresses, the number of pristine coins will only decrease due to mishandling or permanent storage in collections, while the number of collectors seeking them will likely grow. This classic supply and demand dynamic is a powerful engine for future appreciation. The thrill of the hunt is a central part of coin collecting. Searching through old rolls, estate collections, or even your own childhood savings can yield unexpected treasures. The possibility that a seemingly ordinary 1981 P nickel could be a hidden gem worth hundreds of dollars is a powerful and motivating prospect for any enthusiast. Educational value further enhances this coin's worth. It serves as a perfect specimen to learn about mint luster, strike details, and the subtle differences between mint state grades. Mastering the grading of a coin like this builds skills that can be applied across the entire hobby, making it a valuable tool for any collector's development. Compared to the multi-thousand-dollar investments required for classic rarities, the 1981 P nickel represents an accessible entry point into the world of serious condition collecting. This accessibility broadens its investor base, allowing a new generation of collectors to participate in the pursuit of quality, which in turn supports a stable and growing market for the coin. The narrative of discovering extreme value in a commonplace is a story that resonates deeply. It embodies the American ideal that treasure can be found anywhere with knowledge and a discerning eye. Your 1981 P nickel is a symbol of that potential, a challenge to look closer and appreciate the finer details. As the collecting community continues to evolve and recognize the importance of modern issues in unparalleled condition, the stature of coins like this one will only be elevated. They are the sleeper hits of the numismatic world, often underestimated but increasingly revered by those who understand the market's direction. Documenting your coin's journey, from discovery to grading and eventual sale or passage to heirs, creates a provenance that adds to its story. A coin with a documented history of preservation and recognition often carries a premium over an anonymous piece, adding another dimension to its long-term value. The maximum value of your coin is not a fixed number, but a moving target influenced by market trends, collector focus, and the ongoing confirmation of its rarity at the highest grades. Each new auction result for an MS68 example sets a fresh benchmark, pushing the ceiling of possibility ever higher. Motivation in collecting comes from passion paired with potential. The 1981 JeffersonNickel offers both, the passion for a classic American series and the genuine potential for significant financial appreciation. It teaches patience, observation, and an appreciation for the minute details that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. Therefore, do not underestimate the coin in your possession. The 1981 P LibertyNickel is a legitimate candidate for value growth and a worthy centerpiece for any collection focused on modern American currency. Its future is bright, limited only by the grades that survive and the collectors who seek them. Your task is to preserve it with extreme care, seek professional authentication, and position it within the growing narrative of modern numismatic treasures. This coin is a testament to the idea that value is not always about age, but about state of being, and yours holds a promise for the future. Second coin, the USA 5-cent 1984 Liberty coin with the D mint mark, is a strong symbol of American coinage from the late 20th century, carrying history, demand, and collector excitement all in one small piece of metal. This coin was minted in 1984 at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the clear D mint mark on the reverse. The Denver Mint was producing millions of coins each year during this period to support a growing economy and daily commerce across the United States. The purpose of creating this coin was not just circulation, but continuity. The JeffersonNickel design, often associated with liberty and democratic values, had already become a trusted and familiar image to Americans, and the 1984 issue continued that legacy. Historically, 1984 was a year of economic momentum in the United States, and coins from this era reflect mass production paired with strong industrial precision. This makes the 1984 D5-cent Liberty coin an important representation of its time. Collectors are especially interested in this coin because Denver mint strikes from 1984 are known for sharp details when preserved well. Strong strikes increase desirability and push values higher in the collector market. Today, demand for this coin is wide and active. Thousands of collectors worldwide actively look for high-quality examples, including JeffersonNickel specialists, Liberty-themed collectors, and investors who focus on modern U.S. coinage. The current value of the USA 5-cent 1984 Liberty Coin D mint mark varies depending on condition, but premium examples already command impressive prices. Coins with strong luster and clean surfaces attract immediate attention. In top-graded condition, the maximum selling price of this coin can reach as high as $6,500, especially when certified and presented in near-perfect preservation. This potential is what keeps collectors motivated. The value is considered high because of consistent demand combined with condition rarity. While many were minted, far fewer survived in pristine condition, making top examples stand out dramatically. This coin is also valuable because it represents a bridge between classic and modern U.S. coin collecting. It is old enough to be historic, yet modern enough to appeal to new collectors. Another factor behind its strong value is the stability of the Jefferson design. Collectors trust this series, and trust drives long-term interest and higher prices. The Liberty connection on this coin is symbolic. Liberty represents freedom and endurance, qualities that resonate deeply with collectors and give emotional weight to the coin. Because this script focuses on one single coin, it highlights how even a single example can carry serious market power. One coin can attract multiple buyers when it enters the market. Auction activity has shown that when a high-grade 1984 D5-cent Liberty coin appears, competition increases quickly. Bidders recognize the opportunity and act fast. The metal composition, a copper-nickel alloy, ensures durability. Coins that resisted wear over decades are especially admired and rewarded in the marketplace. Many buyers see this coin as a long-term hold. The belief that demand will continue to rise adds confidence and strengthens its reputation as a valuable collectible. The story of this coin is not just about money, but about survival. It passed through countless hands, economic shifts, and decades, yet still holds strong appeal today. Collectors often say this is the kind of coin that surprises people. Its small face value hides a much larger collector value that only informed buyers truly understand. Interest in U.S. mint-marked coins continues to grow globally, and the D mint mark adds an extra layer of identity and desirability to this 1984 issue. This coin motivates collectors to check their collections again and again, hoping to discover a high-grade example that could unlock its full value. The USA 5-cent 1984 Liberty Coin D mint mark proves that valuable opportunities are not always obvious. One coin, 1 year, and a market that continues to reward attention, knowledge, and patience. Next for coin, what you have is a 1995 D Jefferson nickel, a coin minted at the Denver facility, identifiable by its D mint mark. This coin is far more than its 5-cent face value. It is a key piece from a pivotal year in American numismatic history, holding a narrative and a potential that many overlook. The year 1995 stands as a final chapter, the last full year of the classic Jefferson nickel design that had been in continuous use since 1938. This very coin from Denver was among the last of its kind, making it a historical bookmark before a major change swept through American coinage. The history of this coin is intimately tied to the end of an era. After 1995, the U.S. Mint would initiate a radical shift with the Westward Journey Nickel series, celebrating the Lewis and Clark expedition. Your 1995 D Nickel is therefore a terminus point, the final regular-issue coin of a design that had circulated for over half a century. Coins that mark such transitions are always noted by collectors, as they represent the closing of a long and storied chapter, giving them a special place in the catalog of U.S. Mint products. When discussing value, we must immediately separate the common circulated coin from the exceptional preserved specimen. A worn 1995 D nickel spent in change is indeed worth 5 cents, but the true potential, the exciting numismatic story, lies in coins that were saved directly from the mint's presses and protected from the slightest touch. These coins, in pristine mint state, are the ones that carry the promise of significant future appreciation and collector demand. The absolute paramount factor for maximizing this coin's value is its condition, and this is where the concept of sealed preservation comes into critical play. Coins that have remained sealed in their original U.S. Mint packaging, such as in complete mint sets, uncirculated rolls, or especially in the 1995 D2 roll set specifically issued by the Mint, have been guarded against environmental damage and handling. This pristine state is the non-negotiable foundation for achieving the highest possible grades, and consequently, the highest possible market value. To understand its worth, you must engage with the professional grading services, namely PCGS or NGC. These entities provide the objective, trusted assessment that the market relies upon. For the 1995 D nickel, grades like MS66 are relatively common. The financial landscape changes dramatically at MS67, becomes serious at MS68, and enters the realm of rarity at MS69. The population data shows a steep decline in coins that achieve these top tiers, creating the scarcity that drives value. The current market reflects this condition-based hierarchy. A standard uncirculated 1995 D nickel might sell for $1 or $2. However, a professionally graded MS67 can bring $15 to $25. An MS68 has recently seen auction results between $75 and $125. The maximum known grade, MS69, represents the pinnacle. Coins at this level, which are exceedingly rare, have commanded prices ranging from $300 to over $500 in competitive auction environments. Therefore, the question of whether you should keep it is answered by its condition. If your coin is a typical circulated piece, its sentimental value may exceed its financial. But if you possess a coin that is brilliantly preserved, either loose in flawless state or, ideally, still sealed in its original mint packaging, the directive is unequivocal. You must keep it and protect it. Preserving its condition is preserving its future potential. Any handling outside of a protective holder risks diminishing its grade and its value. For those seeking to buy this coin with an investment mindset, the strategy is clear. Target only professionally graded examples in the highest available grades, MS68 or MS69. Reputable sources include major numismatic auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, established online marketplaces such as eBay where seller reputation is paramount, and well-regarded coin dealerships with physical or digital storefronts. Buying raw, ungraded coins promises nothing. Buying graded coins guarantees a known condition. When the time comes to sell, you must leverage the same professional channels to reach serious collectors. Selling a top-grade coin requires presenting it to the market that understands and competes for quality. Consigning a high-grade 1995 D nickel to a major numismatic auction is the most effective method to achieve maximum price, as it places your coin before a global audience of motivated bidders. Selling to a reputable dealer is a faster, though potentially less remunerative, alternative. The long-term value proposition for this coin is exceptionally strong. As a series-ending issue, its historical significance is permanently cemented. The population of gem-quality specimens is fixed and will only decrease over time due to accidents or neglect, while the number of collectors pursuing high-quality modern coins continues to expand. This fundamental economic principle of shrinking supply against growing demand is a powerful engine for price appreciation in the decades to come. This coin also represents an accessible gateway into condition rarity collecting. Unlike six-figure classic rarities, building a portfolio of superb modern coins like the 1995 D nickel is an achievable goal for a broader collector base. This democratization of quality collecting ensures a vibrant and sustained market for these coins, as new generations of enthusiasts enter the hobby seeking affordable perfection. The motivational story here is one of recognizing hidden potential. The 1995 D nickel is a sleeper hit, a coin that passes through millions of hands unnoticed. But for the astute individual who identifies, protects, and certifies a perfect example, it transforms from pocket change into a certified asset. It embodies the thrilling possibility that treasure is not always ancient. It can be modern, waiting for the right eye to see its true worth. Your actions now directly determine its future value. If sealed in mint packaging, do not break that seal. If loose, it must be immediately stored in a non-PVC plastic holder and sent for professional grading. The cost of grading is an investment that defines the coin's market identity and liquidity. A raw coin is a question. A slabbed coin is an answered, bankable fact. Comparing it to its Philadelphia minted counterpart, the 1995 D in equal grades often carries a slight premium due to mint-specific collecting trends. This subtle nuance adds another layer of collectability and demand, further supporting its market position. Denver Mint coins have a dedicated following, and for a key date like this, that following is particularly strong. The narrative of finding a 1995 D nickel in a bank roll or an old drawer and discovering it grades MS69 is a powerful and realistic dream. It is a story that happens in the numismatic world, fueling the passion of hunters and researchers. Your coin could be the center of such a story, a modern-day numismatic victory with a tangible financial reward. Looking forward, the maximum prize for this coin is not static. As auction records are broken for other modern condition rarities, the ceiling for all superlative coins rises. A confirmed MS69 example of the 1995 D nickel could see its value approach $1,000 as the market for top-tier moderns matures and more capital enters this segment of the collecting universe. Therefore, dismissing this coin as merely 5 cents is a profound error. The 1995 D Jefferson nickel is a historically significant issue with a clearly documented path to substantial value. Its worth is dictated by a formula of historical finality, certified condition, and market demand for perfection. It is a coin that rewards knowledge, foresight, and meticulous care. For the collector or investor, the message is clear: secure, grade, and hold. Preserve its surface as if it were a microscopic painting. Its future value is a direct reflection of the care you provide today. This coin is a legacy piece from the 20th century, a small but perfect artifact whose story is still being written, and whose final valuation may well be determined by your decision to recognize its hidden stature.